Imagawa, but not without loss. Of course, though, like I said, it's a siege battle. That's kind of to be expected. The problem is now is we don't have a lot of time to retrain our troops. Um, yeah, it's going to make things tough because the Takeda and the Hojo will show up anytime probably. And they're not just going to show up with little pipsqueak armies. They're going to show up ready to fight, and it's going to get pretty ugly. But now that we're no longer a vassal of the Imagawa, we might want to go into the diplomacy screen here. The Saito are indifferent with us, but we might want to see if they'll make an alliance with us. That way they'll protect us from rear attack from the Takeda or the Hojo. So let's see here. Let's request a military alliance. And they agreed to it. I am going to destroy the Saito eventually, but right now we really need their help. And like I said, remember, the Tokugawa, like I said, they have improved diplomatic relations, and you want to make use of those relations. And you can see that strategically, if I didn't make friends with the Saito, it could be very bad. Because, like I said, the Takeda could just, eventually maybe just march right through us if they go ahead and take South Shinano. This is where the Takeda start here in Kai. So now the Takeda can only attack from this side. So that'll help keep our provinces safe. So like I said, use your clan's strength. And in this case, the strength of the Tokugawa is their diplomacy. Which it said on the beginning of the campaign. And you really don't start with much of an economy as the Tokugawa either. That's another one of the challenges you're going to face, and building an economy is going to be tricky. As you can see, the trade routes are quite a long ways away, and so in order to fight for them, you're going to have to build a pretty substantial navy in order to protect them because they will be so far away, and it's going to take many turns to get there, but eventually you do probably want to go ahead and take those. In fact, one of the things I might do is capture a pretty secure area of land back on this side of the map, and then maybe just go and take over Kyushu just because of the strategic stronghold and economic value that province offers. I do want to upgrade the farms and the roads. I'm probably going to upgrade the roads first because it improves the replenishment rate of my men. We don't want to give the Imagawa a whole lot of time to recover. But let's go up here and do some scouting with their Metsuke. That's one of the things that they can be useful for. Here is one of the Imagawa armies. I don't have enough money to do any bribing or anything, so I won't mess with that. So you can see that they don't really have a whole lot of defenses, but what I'm worried about is whether the Hojo and the Takeda are going to be on the way to help. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled. I do need to go ahead and end one more turn. Definitely don't have a whole lot of money to start off with. Yep, there's the Hojo, already sending some reinforcements. This province right here, Izu, has a gold mine. And so if the Hojo won't make peace with us, in fact, I'm not sure I want to make peace with them until I take that province, because that gold mine will be a huge, huge help to us. So, and then you can see that they have a construction bonus there as well. So, I mean, so there's some buildings around that we want to capture before we might decide to make peace. And, maybe we'll do some conquering elsewhere on the map. I don't know. I've got to think about it. Alright, let's destroy that concealed army there that popped up before they start causing me any trouble. I'm going to go ahead and improve my farms now, and then I'll improve my castle town later. We should be safe with the Saito covering our back there, so I'm not going to create a whole lot more troops at the other castle just so that I can save a little bit of money for the time being. Let's take these dudes out. And Totomi is not a very good province to capture because it has no specialty buildings. And so, I mean, it's there, it's a province, it kind of helps, but it's not like a huge help. Alright, there we go. Our daimyo easily won that fight, and then he's leveled up now as well, so that's good. So let's go in there and increase his traits, see what retainers we have. We got Boyhood Companion, -10 to Assassination, and Sword of Amaterasu. Instills fear in enemy units. Reduces morale. Awesome. Plus fighting. Yeah, dude, I love that. And I'm going to increase the strategist so that we can move further on the campaign map. That's always one of my favorite ones to start with. Plus, it's easily available. Now let's start marching towards the Imagawa. Let's see if we can just go ahead and take them out of the picture. This is a kind of a bigger castle town down here, or at least I think it is. Let's see these Hojo troops here. Let's go down and check out this Hojo city and see if we can stir up any ruckus. It says agent options, bribe settlement. So we can't bribe the settlement. I wonder how much it would cost to bribe one of these little armies. Just to create some havoc behind their lines. Plus this will help rank up my Metsuke and just make him better if it's successful. Check it out. We just bought off some of their troops. Yep, see my Metsuke increased in rank. So now we can unlock some retainers for him. Let's see. The Shogi set. +1 to cunning when overseeing armies. +2 to repression in the province. -1 happiness to the province for this man. I don't get it. I'm going to take this one. Seems a little more helpful. Counter espionage. +1 to cunning when counter spying. +1 to cunning when overseeing towns. Let's give one to each. Try and make them a little bit more well balanced. What kind of unit is this? It's an Ashigaru unit. And the castle is going to be overseen by some samurai retainers, and I don't think I can defeat them with just an Ashigaru unit. So I'm not going to actually attack the castle. I'm just going to try and use this army to harass and keep the Hojo busy and kind of keep them off my back. So you can kind of see how the agents might be useful. This town is actually upset without me having left a garrison there. I don't have enough money to create the garrison, so we actually need to cut the taxes on this province for the time being. There we go. You gotta make sure that you manage your stuff well, or else this can turn into a real issue. Yeah, just auto-resolve it. I don't care if I lose. Close defeat. Whatever. Yeah, see, my guys are still there, so I can just cause the Hojo issue by running around behind their lines. I may even bribe that other little army they have there and just take their castle. That would be pretty hilarious. I'm going to see if I can do that, actually. I don't know if I'll have enough money, though. It costs money to do those Metsuke actions, but in some ways they're kind of worth it. Because it costs money to train those units, and it's actually cheaper to bribe them than it is to train them. So, hey, check it out. The Imagawa are trying to go hide in my forest there like I didn't see him. That's certainly not going to fly. Okay, we're now studying secret police, so we're getting close to covering that mission. Alright, let's take out this Imagawa army. Their new daimyo is probably here. Nope, just an enemy commander. Got a small army, so this should be a pretty easy win, but I'll show it to you just to make sure you get to see the battles. Here we are on the battle map. Let me take a quick second to explain some more controls. If you push Control A, you can select all your units, and then you can just click anywhere on the ground out here to deselect all your units. So I'm going to push Control A, and then if you push the G button on your keyboard, you can group your units. There's also a button where you can do it, I think. Yeah, right here you can push this button. But I like to just push G. So, and then you have formations you can use over here. If you don't use one of the formations, if I click now to move my men forward, they'll simply move in the formation that they're already in. And again, I'm pushing spacebar to see where they're moving. So some of you have asked me how to move armies in formation. To move groups of troops in formation, you have to group them. On Rome Total War, you could just push Alt, and they would move in the formation that you had them in. I don't know if there's a hotkey that does that on Shogun 2. I wish there was. I'm going to halt my men here and let them start an archer fight. I am in the woods, so the enemy archers are going to be less effective. Taking cover in the woods with your archers gives them huge cover from enemy missiles, and the enemy archers are exposed, so I'm going to have a definite skirmish advantage, even just beyond the fact that I have a numbers advantage. So yeah, if you want to put your army in different group formations, you can select a group like I did right here. You can pull out this group formation list, and it tells you different formations and what they're good for, and you can just click on that button and they'll move into that formation automatically for you. So that's just a tip for you on moving your armies in formation. You have to be able to start learning these things in order to be able to manage your troops well enough to win battles on multiplayer and to do better in campaign. Now, the AI is set on the hard difficulty, so I'm definitely curious to see how they perform on this campaign. If it's still pretty easy for me to win battles, I may turn it up to hard, or if they have a legendary setting, may even try that just to see what happens. Okay, the AI realizes it's losing the bow fight and is now rushing forward. That's actually a pretty sound decision. So I'm going to move my troops up to protect my archers, and run my archers back so that cavalry doesn't catch them. So here the enemy general is going to end up getting caught up in my spears. That's what I want. I'm going to put all my Ashigaru units into a spear wall formation. That'll help them fight a little more defensively. I'm actually going to pull my Yari Samurai out of this fight. I don't want them to get completely depleted. See, did all my Yari Ashigaru get into spear wall? They did. Okay, now I'm going to pull my general up. This is something you can do in multiplayer as well. Make sure your archers are tasked onto something that's not going to be killing your own men. So right there, I'm going to task them onto shooting that archer unit out in the background. I'm going to pull my general up to where his influence is there. I'm going to rally my troops. I'm going to inspire one of my units. Again, this one right here is being heavily attacked, so inspiring them will be a good idea. You can see that now their stats are way up. My general's taking a little bit of archer fire, but he should be alright. So here's the fight. And because I inspired this unit that's the most heavily under attack, it should really help to take care of the enemy. I hope my mic wasn't too quiet. It was kind of far away from my face, so I moved it up a little bit there now, so that should help if it was quiet. So if it was, I apologize for that. But I haven't been getting that many close-ups, so you could probably hear me alright. Alright, so there we go. That was a victory for us. So we can go ahead and end this battle. Alright, so there we completely defeated that Imagawa army. So hopefully you can see the tactics I used there. As soon as I got involved with the enemy, even when it's on campaign, you can easily win the fight just by going head-to-head. You want to surround the enemy troops, kind of like I did, because it'll help you take fewer losses, and taking fewer losses in the campaign is critical to your success. Let's see if this Matsuke can bribe this army for us. It only costs 600 for a couple of units. That's cheaper than what it costs to recruit them. So again, if it works, it's a pretty dang good deal for us. I say we go for it. And it's only going to help our Matsuke increase in rank and just become more and more useful. So check it out. Now we do have this army, and I have enough troops that we could probably just go ahead and take this castle because I have that bow unit. So I'm going to set them to attack. I'm going to just further damage this army by auto-resolving a battle with my depleted guys to pretty much... oh look, yeah, I can get reinforcements from my other dudes. Sweet. See, now this is just causing havoc for the Hojo, and this is one way that you can use your agents to a lot of success. And the Hojo may send an army and defeat us, but that's fine. As long as they're sending an army here, they're not sending an army up to here, where I need to be focusing on my homeland. So this actually works out quite well, I think, to be able to use that Matsuke. And I didn't get to use them a lot in my last campaign, and some of you wanted me to use more agents, and I'll also be recruiting Kisho Ninja, or regular Ninja for the map, and then Kisho Ninja as soon as I can to use those to my advantage. I do need to train some troops to garrison Totomi, though, so that I can let the taxes come off of there and be able to earn some more money, because my income is quite low. And once we take this gold mine, that's going to really help our income. The gold mines are fantastic. If you ever get a chance to take one, oh my gosh, take it. It's totally worth it. When you're playing as the Uesegi, there's an island right up off the coast right here. There's a gold mine on that island. It is totally worth taking. It'll help bring you a lot of wealth. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this castle. They have a unit of Ashigaru and Samurai Retainers, so what I will do is simply shoot down the Samurai Retainers with my archers, and then we will take the castle. So I'll give you just a couple of highlights from this battle. Look, there's an enemy Matsuke there too that we're going to want to try and apprehend. Okay, the computer is guarding its Samurai Retainers and basically trying to hide them in such a way that I can't shoot at them. That's pretty intelligent. I'm ordering my archers to attack them now. Some of my archers have been killed by these small fort towers that are there. I'm kind of moving my men over here. It kind of sucks because they are going to be under fire from that fort tower, but it's the only way that I could lure their Samurai Retainers out of hiding, basically, to get them in a position where I could shoot at them. And for some reason, my archers are kind of glitching out and not attacking the Samurai Retainers like I'd like. What are you bunch of bungleheads doing? For goodness sakes. To set the movement into position, clicking the attack order isn't working for some reason. And I definitely want them, I want to waste all my arrows on the Samurai Retainers. I'm not interested in the Yari Ashigaru, because I'm pretty sure I could defeat them if necessary. But if I do have some arrows left over, I'll definitely want to use those arrows on the Yari Ashigaru. So here I'm going to open fire on the Samurai Retainers. Unfortunately, I didn't get a single kill from any of those first arrows. And your arrows are less likely to be accurate whenever they're running a course. One kill, come on. Yeah, the computer's acting pretty intelligently here. I'm going to have to be careful with my ammunition. I'm going to threaten to climb the The stupid fort tower is taking me off, but the computer keeps running off, and the only way I can get him back over here is to move my men towards the walls. But if I can get up here and take this fort tower, that would be helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and start kind of crawling up the walls, and if the computer starts to move these samurai retainers back, I'm just going to open fire on them. For the time being, though, I guess I will go ahead and put a little bit of fire on these Yari Ashigaru. But again, I don't want to waste too many arrows on these guys. I don't want my general to die either. That's something else you got to be careful of. Good, my men are starting to capture the fort tower. And as long as these samurai retainers stay back there, that's fine with me. They're the ones that I really have to be careful of. And if I don't take this castle, you know, it's not the end of the world. But it would definitely be handy if I could take this castle. Okay, the samurai retainers are coming this way. I need to go ahead and get my general up the wall as well. Alright, the samurai retainers aren't quite there yet. I think my arrows are probably hitting some of my own men, just because of the position this is wound up in, but at least the tower has been taken away. Okay, here come the samurai retainers. I gotta start firing on them immediately. Because I've got to take these guys out, or else they'll absolutely mop the floor with my my Yari Ashigaru. I may not win this fight. In fact, the computer was actually pretty smart. There, they're running away. Good. Don't get in a fight with my men. Ah, dang it. Yeah, my men are probably going to rout here. I don't have a general in this fight. I just have, like, you know, a captain. And my missiles aren't being near as effective as I'd hope they'd be, even though I'm kind of unloading on these enemy troops. It's going to be a close one, but I really don't think I'm going to pull this off. But at least I can maybe shoot the crap out of these enemy troops with my archers. I got quite a bit of ammo left. Yeah, of course. Yeah, here the AI is going to start running away, so I don't think I'm going to be able to take this castle, because I don't think... Man, my archers, are you kidding me? That was the most inaccurate volley I've ever seen. Freaking shoot these guys. They're out in the wide freaking open. What the heck is this crap? They're not shooting anywhere near the samurai retainers. Oh well, whatever. I'm probably just going to withdraw my troops if I don't win this fight, and then, you know, just try and cause some more trouble. So I'm just going to let my guys finish unloading their ammo.
Our entire unit has perished, my lord!
Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to let my guys, like I said, unload all their ammo here. Actually, dang, I'm out of ammo.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
Alright, yep. And then my unit routed there without even getting near the walls. But oh well, at least we caused a lot of damage to the fort troops there. However, that might have just been a Yari Ashigaru garrison unit. In fact, I'm probably sure it was, so we probably didn't really end up accomplishing much there other than just keeping the Hojo busy. I should have sieged them and got them out on the open ground. That would have been smarter. Oh well, it's not all that big a deal. I can't take the Imagawa town on this turn. Or actually, yeah, I can. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. This isn't going to really be a real fight here.